Hey there, thanks for coming in today for your chiropractic visit. I'm Dr. Andrew Cherry, and I would like to take the time to explain to you about the true meaning behind chiropractic care and what to expect. So, here we go. So, most people have not been to a chiropractor. If you've been to a chiropractor, you may not have been explained to you the way I'm about to explain. And if you've never been to a chiropractor, listen up. So, chiropractic care truly is about natural healing. We focus on what we call the brain to body connection. Since the brain controls the body, we want to make sure that there's no interference from the messages being transmitted from the brain to the body and its organs and glands and tissues. And we focus on health and improving your health from inside out. Our system is an amazing system, and we have the ability to heal ourselves. If there's interference in the transmission of the messages from the brain to the body, that healing power diminishes or reduces. When chiropractors treat the spinal column and we remove interference from the nerves and improve the motion and mobility of the joints, it initiates a natural healing process and improves the transmission of the impulses from the brain to the body and the body to the brain. It's this brain body connection that is super important to understand in order for you to have optimal health. It also involves us taking care of ourselves. As human beings, we already know how to take care of ourselves. It's just very difficult. It includes eating right all the time. It includes exercising properly. It includes getting proper rest. It includes not putting chemicals in our body. Even the environmental chemicals around us affect our ability to heal. It includes a positive mental attitude and not using medicine. Medicine actually inhibits the natural healing processes because it changes our chemistry in our body. Chiropractors want to focus on improving the natural healing process, again, through the removal of any interference in the brain body to brain connection. This is the spinal column. And as you can see, the yellow here are the nerves. They exit out of the spine at every level, all the way down to the pelvis. The holes should be nice and wide so the nerve can exit without interference. In between the bones are these soft tissues called discs, and the discs are the shock absorbers. They're made up of jelly and rings of cartilage. And when the spine moves left and right and forward and backward in any combination, those discs and those joints are moving. We want to make sure that you have proper motion of those joints. What we find with most people is that these joints are not providing the proper motion. And when we check for range of motion or flexibility in looking down, looking up, bending left, bending right, doing combination movements in the neck and in the back, if there's a lack of motion, it indicates that the joint is not functioning properly. And that will cause irritation in the nerve roots, on the discs, and the joint capsules themselves. And that creates this interference in the brain-body connection. Your symptoms that you develop is the way that our brain tells us something's wrong. We don't want to ignore the symptoms and cover them with just medicine. We want to pay attention to what our brain is telling us. Symptoms are a warning that something's wrong. It could range from headaches or neck pain to indigestion, to fatigue, being tired, to the inability to get proper rest, to any combination of those. And chiropractors understand the symptoms. We want to remove the symptoms by removing interference coming from the spine. See, when we make adjustments to the spine, it takes the pressure off the nerve roots. It initiates this natural healing process. And the brain knows how to heal you, and it appreciates your spine having better mobility and less interference, and will naturally give a boost to healing for your blood vessels, to your cells, to your organs, to your glands. And when you do that on a regular basis, on a consistent, regular basis, not only do your symptoms go away and do you feel better, but you'll move better, you'll sleep better, you'll digest better, your blood pressure can go down. A whole array of positive effects occur through being adjusted on a regular basis that you will notice when you follow through a consistent treatment plan. It's very important that you follow a treatment plan, because if you're inconsistent, you will not get those results. And most chiropractic patients that follow through the treatment plan, they get this feeling of of feeling great, uh, moving well, sleeping well, just being able to function like a normal person. It's something that patients pick up in the course of treatment. And that patients that don't follow the treatment plan, they won't really get, they won't really understand because they didn't follow through properly. It's a process that we have to go through in order to reach this level. Everybody's a little bit different depending on their level of health, how well they take care of themselves, and the stresses in their lives. So it's so important to follow the treatment plan that I will recommend for you based on what's going on with you, how long it's been that way, what I find in the exam, etc. The key to your back and your spine being healthy is flexibility and motion. It's very important that you are flexible, especially the tissues that support your spine and your pelvis. If your muscles are tight, they'll be pulling on the bones and the structures they attach to and will inhibit the ability for those joints to provide the proper motion. You'll notice it through inflexibility. The joints should be flexible and mobile, and as we palpate and push on the joints to ask these joints to provide the motion and flexibility, we look for that the motion to be within a normal limit. If you're not in the normal limit of motion in the joints and your muscles and tissues that support your spine are not flexible, you most likely are going to have symptoms, and that's going to inhibit the healing process. Chiropractors want to improve, as biomechanical engineers, the process of healing through removing interference, improving motion, improving flexibility in your spine, and that initiates again this natural healing process. And you'll tend to notice that you're feeling better fairly quickly, which is an indicator that you're on the right path, but need to continue with the proper treatment plan so that not only do you feel better, but you actually get better. So we hope that this video gives you some more information, and we look forward to taking care of you and helping you improve your health from within. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dr. Cherry, and I'll see you soon.